Holy mackerel, a white Burmese python. Check it out. Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and I got my super hype, well, I got the peacocks in the back, but we got the super hypo Burmese python here. Black-eyed leucistic. Look at that beautiful black eye. Look at that. Look at that baby girl. She's putting on some nice eyes, this girl. She is wonderful, this snake. And I got to go to my kids' school. I'm going to do a demonstration, bringing some snakes and some lizards. And I'm thinking about bringing her maybe. She's so nice, this snake. Although I might bring the male I have that's a super hypo, excuse me, that's a hypo green granite albino. It's kind of yellowish looking. This snake might be a little bit more handleable, but I think the kids would want to see a really big snake too, though. Maybe I'll bring both. She's got a really good personality, though, this snake. Except she likes to bite Pablo for some reason. I don't know why. She doesn't bite me, though. I love Burms, as you can tell. I really wish I could continue breeding them over here in Florida, but obviously we can't. We're going to continue using these for education purposes, educating the kids not to be afraid of snakes, but to have proper husbandry, proper responsible keeping. Never allow your snakes to leave, and you don't want them, you find some place to adopt them out. That's the responsible way. But these snakes, who would want to get rid of this beautiful snake? This is awesome. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at some cool litters. We're going to be labeling the blue line boa litter. I'm going to be looking in the incubator, never know what's there. So we got a lot of hodgepodge of stuff, potpourri, I like to say, of snake stuff to look at today. So let's head into the facility and take a look and see what we got. See, look at that pink tongue. How cool. What a cool snake. All right, I want to show you this little interesting bunch of sisters here. They're twins, actually. They were born in the same egg. And a lot of times we see twins, but they're what we call fraternal twins, meaning that they're both in the egg, but they're not the same DNA. They're different eggs and different sperm that were fertilized. These two I believe to be monozygotic or identical twins. And the reason I think that is that, number one, they're both females. Number two, they look to be the same exact genes, which I would say was probably Enchi asphalt. Now, they're either asphalt or yellow belly, both of them, but I don't really see too much yellow belly, so I think they're going to be asphalts. So they're Enchi asphalts, and they're poshat pied, and if you turn them over, they have those train tracks, which are pied markers, and they both have the exact same pied markers. So to me, these snakes are absolutely identical, and they came from the same egg. I would say they're twins, identical twins, or what we call monozygotic twins, meaning they were produced from the same egg. The egg was fertilized by the sperm, and then the egg divided, split into two, fertilized, or the ovum that was fertilized. At some point when it was initially doing its initial divisions, it split somehow. We got monozygotic twins here, which is kind of cool if you think about it. The fact that they're both poshat pied and they look pretty much identical is pretty cool. And they're not, their pattern's not identical, but they definitely have the same genes in them for sure. And you would think that if they were identical twins that they would look exactly the same, but not, we've seen identical twins in humans. They're not exactly the same, so. But look at that, pretty cool. They are pretty similar. They might have exactly the same pattern. Let's see if we can compare these guys. Yeah, they're look, this is a little longer than this one. I don't know. I don't know that much about identical twins and snakes, but that's my theory. All right, I wanted to show you just labeling the blue line albinos, and I want to show you some differences. This one is really starting to get a lot of blues in. Let's look at the blues in here. This is all turning blue. The more they shed and change, the bluer it seems like they're getting. This one, I think, is a super hypo. Hopefully this thing is picking up those blues. But this one has got a really deep saturation of blue. Whereas this one looks really cool, but it's not quite as blue. Look at this little boy. This might be our best one we have. Look at all the purple, or blue. It's really not even purple, it's blue. Super saturated. Look at the tail, the white in the tail there. I would call this probably a hypo, super hypo, probably. But the blue really is coming out in this, as long as in the white. And look at the reduced saddles. Look how crazy those saddles look. Look at the saturation of blue. That just goes to show you that this blue line really is a pastel line. It's a line bred trait, polygenic, multiple genes interacting, because every snake expresses it differently. This one is one of the best we have. Another really nice blue saturated female. Look at that eye. Look at how red that eye is. I would imagine she's a sunglow. Lots of blue in her. Really nice. I'm really happy with the way these turned out. Look at this girl. I love that eye. All right, here's a little sneak peek at a clutch that's in the process of hatching. This was a pretty large gene pool we had here. This was a leopard, banana enchi orange dream, yellow belly pied, bred to a leopard lesser het pied. So it was only a 4-egg clutch, and I don't even know if this egg is good. I don't know if anything's going to come out of this. It looks now. Here's the issue: when you combine lesser and pied, and you produce a lesser pied, they're all white. They're white snakes with small eyes. So you see the snake? White snake, small eyes, beautiful white snake, very pretty. But these eyes are actually reddish, and what that means is that this thing is also banana. So this is a banana lesser pied. Now it could have leopard, it could be super leopard, it could be enchi, it could be yellow belly. We don't know that. We can't tell all these other things, but we can tell that it's definitely banana, it's definitely lesser, and it's definitely visual pied. And if we put a black light on it, maybe we can see some other stuff going on. I actually see some pattern in this thing. So this thing just literally hatched out. Really nice looking. So if you like a white snake, that's a really nice white snake. Now this one, when it first hatched out, I'm like, is this an ultramel clutch? I literally thought this was ultramel. That's how confused I was. Then I realized this is banana leopard, could be super leopard even, orange dream. It's 100% head pied. It's not visual pied, that's for sure. And it's got a pinched head. This could actually be, it can't be super enchi because we only have one, the mother is not enchi. So I would say enchi, orange dream, possible super leopard, and head pied. Really beautiful snake. If you look at that thing, that's really nice. So we got 3, and this just looks like either like a leopard. I don't think it's anything else. It's probably leopard het pied. I don't think it's yellow. That's not yellow belly. Yeah, this is just like leopard het pied probably. So sometimes you get nothing. Now this one, like I said in here, if this does come out, the egg, that looks like it's another lesser pied. So you play the odds game. Whenever you do pieds that have lesser, you could potentially get white snakes. So we'll keep an eye on this litter. All right, here's my beautiful super fire male growing up. He's got some really nice he's getting some little freckles that I'm starting to see. He was really white. I like the little black spots. Look at that little yellow nose. Look at that pink tongue. What a beautiful snake. I love my super fires. I die to produce some super fires. I have so many irons in the fire for this project, and I have never produced a super fire. I have terrible luck with fires for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. maybe everything I've produced is luck. Isn't that what goes through all our heads? You could produce, I probably produced 30, 40 boa litters over the last, 6 years. And if you fail at doing anything, you think you're like a fraud, like you don't know what you're doing. And it's, you think, well, maybe I just got lucky. Look at that. What a beautiful snake. Thank God one of my friends in Germany sent me this beauty. And I got my big female from Jeremy Stone back in 15. She's given me 2 litters of slugs. I don't blame her. I blame the males though. So we'll see. I do love the super fires though. One day I will breed them, and once I do, and probably every litter after that will be easy. I'll be like, I don't know why I could never have bred them. First one's the hardest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Where's Jedi? There's Jedi. He's sitting on my little scooter over there, protecting it from all the wild animals here and all the snakes. No, but to be honest, that was a really cool video we did today. I love those blue line boas, and I didn't show them all to you because there's 21 of them. We had to sex them all, and we had to label them all. And it's, you know what, to be honest with you, it's very hard to tell what's a sunglow, which is a hypo albino, what's just albino, and what's super sunglow, because they're so blue, these things, that it throws things off, because usually you can tell that around the tail saddles, you can tell if it's white, it usually means it's a hypo or super hypo. These all have so much blue in them, it really kind of skews everything. So it was kind of hard to tell, but I showed you a couple cool ones that I really like, and they're just getting bluer as they're shedding, so I'm not doing anything with them yet. You know, a lot of people have asked me about them. Interestingly, we have 11 females and we have 10 males, so we have a really nice pair ratios, which is good, because I know a lot of people want to buy pairs of these things, because obviously if you breed blue to blue, you're going to get more blue. That's the key. If you breed blue to something else, obviously it waters down the blue, you lose some of the blue genes. So my suggestion is to try to buy, you know, 2 blues and breed them together, and I think that's what a lot of people had in mind. Obviously, we also got to see some really other cool snakes that we were labeling today, and then we had some cool stuff hatching in the incubator. I'm always amazed at the lesser pied. They're kind of like weird looking snakes, but they're kind of cool, especially when they have banana in them. They have the reddish eye. I'm going to show you a really cool snake that Pablo nicknamed the Terminator tomorrow, so you're not going to want to miss that video. I just wanted to wait for the whole clutch to hatch out first before I showed them to you. So look, if you guys are enjoying all this programming we have here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit that like button, and you know what? I'll come back again tomorrow and I'll do more. I promise you. And guess what? My good friend Paul Miller just picked up some Monozygotic turtles. Yes, they did get bit by that big Monozygotic, but he picked up some babies, got me 2, and now I got to figure out where I'm going to put them. He got 2 also. If you guys have any ideas for good setups for small baby Monozygotic turtles, let me know in the comments below.